The theme for the 46th Annual World Economic Forum is Mastering the Fourth Industrial Revolution, which refers to a set of technology all happening at the same time, including artificial intelligence, robotics, automation and hyperconnectivity. But what does it mean for businesses, governments and societies? Shoeb talks to the head of the Asia-Pacific region for WEF, Justin Wood.
The theme for this year's World Economic Forum is Mastering the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And of course, many emerging nations in Southeast Asia especially need to up their game on this particular theme. How do they deal with this issue?
And really what we're here at Davos this year to talk about is what does it mean for business, what does it mean for government, what does it mean for society? And I think the implications are incredibly strong for every country you look at, no matter what stage of development they're at, from the very richest to the very poorest. And in Southeast Asia and a country like Indonesia, clearly the implications are going to be very great. So if you look at things like the industrialization path of the country, how is it going to industrialize? Which industries is it going to specialize in? And then that feeds through into skills and human capital and labor. And how should the government think about preparing the workforce for the future? What skills do they need to equip them with? So there are lots of questions. We don't have the answers, but that's what we're here to talk about.
Right. And of course, economies like Indonesia, can leapfrog many of these technologies, and in fact join the fourth industrial revolution much quicker, I think, in that sense. But it all needs to come together in terms of education, like you say, industrial policy, even infrastructure. Indonesia is now struggling with infrastructure. Do you think that Davos can help Indonesia and other emerging countries get some ideas as to how they can leapfrog many of these hurdles, so to speak?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think our intention is that every country can benefit from being here, and I think a place like Indonesia is no exception. On that note, we do have a very strong representation, a strong delegation here from Indonesia this year. We have two government ministers, your Minister of Trade, Pak Thomas Lembong, your Minister of Finance, Pak Bambang Brojonegoro. We have, I think, just over 10 Indonesian companies here, and there's all sorts of activities being organized around Indonesia, including a cultural evening, I think tomorrow on Thursday. So Indonesia is here in force, and we certainly hope and believe that by being here, they can learn from everyone else and contribute to the conversation and trying to understand what this fourth industrial revolution will mean for the country.